Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Mohammed Shoaib. Welcome to this WinCC Unified version 20 tutorial series. Today we will explain you what is the event and what is the difference between alarm and event and how we can configure events in the WinCC Unified. So let's start. So what is the event? In the SCADA or HMI, an event is a record message that log a system or process condition. Events are not necessarily faults or abnormal condition. They are often used for logging operator actions, system changes, or process update. For example, when the operator press a button, a system message is generated and store it as a event. So what is the difference between alarm and event? Alarm notify the operator for an abnormal or critical conditions that require attention, such as motor fault or the temperature high. But the event, on the other hand, are simple logging entries for information or operator actions, such as operator change the set point or recipe load or like auto manual local remote actions whatever they are performing, or the some commands like they are executing some command. So the key difference in between alarm and event: alarm demand a response or operator actions, while the event provide information and history. So in this tutorial we learn how we can configure the events. Here you can see some of the event is happened and it's already historical record when the event is happened. For example, here I have the auto button. Once I change its record, the this button is active, like incoming means active, and at this time period of time. Once I normalize it, its record okay. At this time, the event is this event is happened. Okay. Similar manner, if I have another signal, that also it's recording the event. It's not require any acknowledgement or any other actions. It's just historizing. And similar manner, if the operator changed any of the set point in the system, for example, if I will change this set point to 78 and press, so here in the events it's record the level set point change and what value is changed. Here is the detail. So let's see how we can configure these events in the WinCC Unified. So in this tutorial, we use the same project that we already created in our previous tutorial. We already covered in our previous tutorial digital alarm and analog alarms. So in this tutorial, we are going to cover the events, how we can log the events. So we'll expand it. So in the previous tutorial, I already explained how if you want to historize your alarm, so you have to go here in the storage system and you have to, there by defaultly it will be off. So you can put either our default and project folder. But if you are using the any HMI model and if you insert any USB or SD card, here it will show you the SD card or USB options. So whatever is available, you can select it. So after this, you have to come here in the logs and come here in the alarm logs, and here you have to create a one entry for the alarm log. After creating this, then you will go to HMI alarm, then class, And from here you have to select the whichever the alarm class you are going to use. In this tutorial video, I'm going to use this information class, and I'm going to use this notification class. So this both class you have to come here and you have to assign the alarm log that you already here create a tag. Okay, so let's configure our alarm. I will go first in the discrete alarms. I will create a tag name. For example, double click here and I will put it like P01 underscore local underscore ALM for alarm. And here I will mention the tag name. For example, that is a pump 01 local alarm. Actually, this is not a alarm. This is the event. So I will write the event, or you can just mention anything, either the local. Okay, for the here text you can put it anything. Okay, then I will select the tag. So my tag is um, local pump 01 is local. Click OK. Okay, and after that I will add one more tag and I will write the name P01 auto alarm, and here I will put the text detail. This will appear in our alarm list. Auto event, and from here we'll select the pump 01 auto. Okay, here we will select the class. For this I will select the notification class. So notification class I will select for both. Click yes. Okay, for the I will create one of the analog signal. How, let's see how we can configure it. If we have any of the set point and we want one whenever the value is changed, so we want to display here. So here I will write level set point and change. And after this set point change, I want whatever tag I will select. For example, here I will select the pump level set point tag. Here I have the tag. Okay, limit I will later I will select it. So I want whenever here the alarm message appear, whatever the my last or current value of this set point that I change, it should show here. So how I can show my this tag value here in the alarm text? Right click here and insert the parameter field, and then select it from here your level set point, the tag that you want to display here, that is the same tag. Click OK, and here I have here is a length, you can increase it. Okay, anything. Okay, right side it's okay. Click OK. Okay, so if I will expand it, here you can see this is a complete syntax. Okay, here I will write the limit. I will say that once is not equal to 0, because once the value is 0, then it's mean no change. When it is greater than 0 or not equal than 0, then it should log the value. Okay. And here we select the information class alarm without outgoing and without acknowledgement. So for this class, you no need to acknowledgement. It will just log the whatever value is coming. It will just log it. Okay. But the other class like notification class, this is just alarm without acknowledgement. But whenever alarm is coming, whenever alarm is going, it will log everything. Okay. So in the HMI alarm, that's it. Just save it and close it. Now I will open my alarm screen. So here first I will here is my alarm. This control from here, I just selected alarm control, drag and drop it here. We already configured in our previous tutorial video. So you can watch it. I will give the link in the description. So here, what I did after select, drag and drop it here, what I did the changes. So first I came here in the parents option and Windows setting here on the top, some close option and movable some option was coming. So I just select none. So in that case, from the header, the close option, these all option will be is maximized and movable and resizable, and close option will disappear from here. And after that, I will come here in the I will select this my alarm control. This alarm control that I just drag and drop, just select it. Okay, and after that, come here in the general alarm source. For the digital and analog alarm, I select this pending alarm category because whatever alarm is not acknowledged, I want to show it here. But here, for this events, you should have to select the logged alarm update. Whatever alarm is logged and whatever the latest changes, it will reflect there. Okay. So that's why I select this option for the alarm source. Okay. And rest other, I did not change anything in the default configuration. Some of the incoming tutorial video, we will see how we can resize this column, how we can rename these columns, and some more columns. If we want to add it, we can add it. And here in the top, this here, I just put the my auto tag name. It will switch. Okay. And here I'm using the local, and here the level set point. I just configure it. So that's it. The event configuration in the TA portal. So let me download this, and then we'll see the runtime, what it's coming, the how it's look like. If you want to reset, you can select the region, click over the load button. Our project is downloaded. Now we open the runtime. Put the password. Click here over the alarm. So here you can see our class, we did not modify it. I will go back here in the alarm, and here I will change the class to the information class. Click yes. Notification and information class, and I will again I will save it, and I will again download it. Okay, so our project is downloaded. We'll again go in the runtime. Click here. Okay. Okay. Now I will generate a event. Okay. Suppose, for example, once I on this auto switch, here you can see in incoming means this switch is active. Okay. Once I turn off my switch, is showing it's a become a normal. Normal means it's a off right now. So here like that, if I will turn off this local, is showing the off. If I will turn on, so it's showing the my switch is off. It's become actually on and off. Here you can see. If I will again click, here is right now is showing the off. And here, if I will change any of the value, for example, I will put 47 and press enter. So here you can see its log is showing that level set point change at 47 value, and here is the time detail when this somebody changed this set point. So if you want to log your events, so you can create a separate page for the alarms and separate page for the event, and you can configure like that. So whatever the events and alarm will appear here, you can see it all of the your log. So in coming up tutorial video, we will also see how we can filter these alarms based on the alarm class, priority, based on the date and time. So Alhamdulillah, in this tutorial video, we will learn how we can configure the event in the WinCC Unified. So thanks for watching this video.